Let go. Hey, bring me that RPG off top, I'ma shoot it from the hip. Hey, you can try to compress me, but I put it on foul that my mouth won't zip. Hey, if I hit him with a 10-piece on a dope beat, yeah, buddy, I'ma wing it. Look, coming like the Clovers and the Toros, yeah, buddy, I'ma bring it. Hey, look, they know I'm an RKO when I hit it when it's coming out of nowhere. Hey, look, got him in a whole figure four, get a load of the drip. Me amigo is Ric Flair. I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day, I'm feeling like Arthur. Hey, look, call this a classic by the book like scholastics, going for the finish like a gymnastic. Getting too slow, TikTok video when I lose balance, oh no.
It's Saturday, and you know what that means. We're coming to you with more exciting WWE action as Shotgun Saturday Night comes to your screens, with the FTX arena still buzzing with what went down on Carnage. But in just a matter of moments, we put two bulls in that ring where the only way to win is by submission. What a stacked card we have for you tonight for another edition of Shotgun Saturday Night. By the sound of that, we are not even wasting any more time. We're not hesitating anymore, because out first is the newest member of the group that has been a thorn in our sides for the better part of a year, the Rebellion. And he has been looking for acceptance since the fall of the Undisputed Era. He is the Messiah of the Backbreaker, who will have to do more than that if he's looking for a win tonight. He is Roderick Strong. This entire situation started when Roddy left Samoa Joe lame 2 weeks in a row with rocket kicks back to back to the point where Joe suffered a fractured jaw, but that wasn't enough to keep Joe down as he returned to favor this past Monday, where he laid out FTR as Strong literally just watched on and then eventually walked away. But tonight, that's not the case. In order for Roddy to get the final, I guess you could say, one-up on the Destroyer, not only for the Rebellion, but for Daniel Bryan, he has to force the Destroyer, Samoa Joe, to not only crack under pressure, he has to force him to submit, to tap out, or at least pass out. However you want, he has to get it done if he wants to get that one-up or that stamp of approval from Daniel Bryan and the Rebellion. But, which to my knowledge, in order to do that to someone like Samoa Joe, it's easier said than done. But Roderick, he's prepping because he knows he's going to have to be, he's in for a fight. Because the man that he is about to fight is a man on a mission to destroy the Rebellion once and for all. A mission he started at WrestleMania when he cost Daniel Bryan the WWE Championship. Samoa Joe is here, fractured jaw and all, and he is spoiling for a fight. You have to wonder how Joe's jaw will hold up against Strong, because, like I said, he still has a fractured jaw he's fighting with after suffering 3 rocket kicks last week on Monday Night Carnage. And for those of you who are new around here, the rules of a submission match are quite simple. The only way to win is to force your opponent to either tap or pass out. And if you know these two men's respective history in this industry, especially in Ring of Honor, that will not be easy. The crowd here in the FTX arena is welcoming Joe with welcome arms, but they already are anticipating and welcoming the impending fight that we're about to witness. Roderick Strong, Samoa Joe, submission match to kick us off here on Shotgun Saturday Night. Hopefully you're enjoying your Saturday thus far, and we're about to wrap it up and give you something heavy hitting. And there goes the bell, and here we go. Neither man are striking, or at least going full steam ahead, but I changed our tune as Joe just unleashed a blitz of offense. And now he's about to cap it off with the icing on the cake with that knee drop. What a match we're starting off with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we want to cap off this show with the second match in the women's Global Invitational that Naomi will take on the up-and-coming Sky Blue. I have a keen interest in that particular match. Just like we have an interest in this match right here as Joe, sweeping of the leg right there, which is smart. You take out that knee, you take out either the rocket kick or at least his leaping knee, and now he got the knee bar. He's wrenching back, and he's about to force him to try to tap right here, right out of the gate, but that might not be so easy as Roddy is fighting on the way he responded with that boot to not only the face but the jaw. Oh, they're speaking of the jaw right there. Roddy is targeting that fractured jaw, which is something you have to do because Joe, he is in this match against doctor's orders, but this has to end. General Manager, oh, another knee. General Manager William Regal is over the back and forth between these two. He says it has to end right here, right now in this submission match. And what better way to end something than with I'm about to say I quit match, with a submission match. Targeting the arm right there, which is something, it's kind of smart because you either take away the power game from Samoa Joe, which most of his offense requires immense amount of power. Oh, is he trying to pick this man up? That wasn't smart. He was trying to pick this man up, but he is the heavier load. And now, oh, another inferior punches to the jaw. That's for the fractured jaw. Joe is done playing around, scraping the boot. Oh, full steam ahead from one corner to the other, and another boot to the side of the jaw. What a way to start off Shotgun Saturday Night. Joe going for a senton, but Roddy got out of the way, which is smart. He's stalking him. Oh, he's about to pick him up this time with a belly-to-belly overthrow suplex. Joe put the weight down the first time, but that one he wasn't able to, and Roddy showcasing his strength and his brunt impact. Oh, and a shot to the chest. Look at his chest just bulking red. Now Roddy bouncing him off the barricade on the outside there, getting a bird's eye view. Now the strength and another backbreaker off the barricade. As you can tell that the official is not forcing a count. Oh, bouncing him off the steps. He's not forcing a count on the outside because there are no countouts. The only way to win is by submission. No pinfalls, nothing. But this match can be thrown out due to outside interference if anybody from the Rebellion tries to get involved in this situation. As Roddy is just stomping, he's targeting a lung there, trying to force and give Joe trouble breathing. Speaking of trouble, Joe's in trouble here. Oh, he got the stronghold. The stronghold submission. Knee to the back of the neck. Wrenching back. Looking to force Joe to submit, but no, Joe powers out. Uses the strength of his lower body to power out, and now Joe with a belly-to-belly overthrow of his own. Hard-hitting match right now to kick us off. And Joe going with a boot to the side of the face. Joe has full control at this point in the game. Both men are hitting each other as if life depends on them. Their pride is at stake at this point. Knife edge, jab, knife edge, jab, knife edge, jab, knife edge, jab. Joe's on fire. Welcome back to Shotgun Saturday Night. We're currently in the midst of a hard-hitting submission match between Roderick Strong and Samoa Joe. Joe was going for the Uranagi, but Roddy had that scouted target in the fractured jaw, and he's back in full control. Joe had full control of Roddy in the commercial break with those knife edge chops and jabs to the face. But it's something about that. Oh, Joe's jaw is a weak point. It's a target, if you will. And Roddy is doing nothing but exploring it. Oh, now Roddy. Oh, what's he doing? He's going to try. Oh, he's going for the power driver. No, Joe fired the way to back him out. Both men are leaving it all right here. Oh, a wild swing and a miss by Joe. The fury is getting to him at this point. Now Joe. Oh, he has him up into a wrist lock suplex. No, Roddy landing on his feet. And he sweeps the legs. Joe rolling to the outside, trying to catch a breather. I don't know if it was instincts alone or what, but Roddy is on his game. And now Roddy with a lariat from the apron. The Messiah of the backbreaker is on a whole nother level right now. He is tapping into that second gear. But he has to get this man to submit. And a rocket kick to the fractured jaw. Joe is out. He's out on his feet. Now Roddy sending him back inside the ring. All he has to do is either get this man to submit, and he's about to do so right here as he has him in the camel clutch. wrenching back, and not only the back, but the jaw. And Joe is trying to scratch and claw to the ropes. Will he be able to do so? Will Roddy force the Destroyer to give up and solve the Rebellion's problem firsthand? Joe's reaching. He's reaching. He's about to give up. No, he finally got his hand on the rope, forcing the official to force Roddy to break the hold. Now, the Messiah with the elbow drop from the second rope. Roddy was going for something, possibly a submission, but Joe had it scouted. Now Joe, instincts or not, he with a belly overthrow. He is trying his best to shake the cobwebs of that fractured jaw. Oh, and another, oh, and a slap. They send him down on his feet yet again on his back. And now this time, Roddy is trying to catch a breather. I don't know if that was instincts alone. He just saves himself, and now he takes his head off with the lariat on the outside. Neither of these men can keep the fight on the inside. It's been sneak attack after sneak attack, and now it's come to this. Joe's done playing around. He's about to get to that point with Roddy. What the? Wade Barrett tried to sneak one up on Joe as the referee was checking on Roddy. And a Uranagi on the floor. Did his head just bounce off the steel? I don't know. Wade looks out of it a little bit, but this crowd is enjoying it because Wade Barrett tried his best. I mentioned it earlier that somebody from the Rebellion, I'm surprised nobody from the Rebellion tried to get involved, but Wade proved me wrong just like that. But Joe just basically took out the trash right here as he's about to get back into the ring, and Roddy lying in wait with a knee to the jaw, the fractured jaw. Joe is staggered, and now Roddy sending him back outside, looking to take full advantage. Now Roddy with another drop kick, this time again to the jaw. Wade Barrett was dispatched of, tried to get involved, but that did not work in his favor. But Roddy took full advantage. Not only did he attack the fractured jaw of Joe, but he has him now, and now yet again, this time wrenching back on the stronghold submission. Joe is in trouble because Roddy is forcing that fractured jaw to the mat. But yet again, Joe found a way to power out. And now Joe, he's done playing around. Oh, he's about to get it for a second time with a Uranagi. First time it did not connect, but this time he got all of it. Joe is done playing games right now. Oh, shot to the jaw. And now, oh, Roddy's in trouble. Joe has the Coquito clutch locked in, and he falls back. Joe finally has the clutch locked in deep. Roddy has nowhere to go. He is far away from the ropes. Oh, and Roddy taps. Samoa Joe has finally bested Roderick Strong, much to the dismay of the Rebellion. Little tongue-tied there, but nevertheless, fractured jaw and all. The Destroyer outlasted Wade Barrett's interference and is standing tall over two more members of the Rebellion. Daniel Bryan had better watch out, but you can't take anything away from Roderick Strong. He laid him out with the rocket kick on the outside, and Wade Barrett tried to get involved, but that wasn't enough. The interference or not was not enough to keep Joe down as he got out of the stronghold twice, hit the Uranagi, and then finally put this one to bed with the Coquito clutch. And in some way, shape, or form, Samoa Joe has left every member of the Rebellion that has been thrown at him laying at his feet. And sooner or later, Daniel Bryan will have to deal with this Samoa Joe problem himself. And by the look of this man, he's ready for a fight. What a submission match between two heavy hitters. You can't take anything away from Roddy. Wait a minute. Look. Wait a minute. Olympic slam by Chad Gable. Chad Gable just took out Samoa Joe. How can we forget about the one vital member of the Rebellion? Joe's problems with this group will continue to live on as long as Gable is around. And speaking of problems, after what happened at the conclusion of Monday Night Carnage, we have a message for you from the CEO of the Beatdown Corporation, MVP. Check it out. Carnage New Beginnings continues to get bigger as Bobby Lashley will now defend his Intercontinental Championship against Keith Lee. But now we fill out another spot in this year's King of the Ring tournament. Out first is a former NXT champion looking to make the tournament glorious. For those of you that missed this past Monday night, Bobby's original opponent was set to be Finn Balor, but he was removed from this match due to injuries he sustained at the hands of AJ Styles. When we come back, Bobby Roode steps into the ring with Finn's replacement, who is a former mixed martial artist standout who made quite the transition into professional wrestling, Matt Riddle. Don't go anywhere. Shotgun Saturday Night continues next. Welcome back to Shotgun Saturday Night. Bobby Roode is pacing, ready for a fight as he awaits the arrival of this man. He is a man with a cool, laid-back mentality with lethal offense inside that ring. He is the original bro, Matt Riddle. The last time we saw Riddle, he was involved in the Men's Royal Rumble match earlier this year, so he's had quite some time to prepare, despite the fact that no one expected this to happen at all. He's going to take full advantage of this opportunity. Last week we saw Big E Langston return to qualify for King of the Ring. One of these men will join Langston in a stacked field of men vying for that crown and that shot at the WWE World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam. The crowd here in the FTX Arena is welcoming this man with welcome arms, and Riddle kicks the shoes into the atmosphere because he knows what is about to go down, and that's an opportunity for a spot in the Royal Tournament. Riddle, Roode, King of the Ring qualifying match. Both men are ready, even though they had a short time to prepare. There goes the bell, and here we go. Never so cocky and full of himself, Bobby Roode, former multi-time world champion, former NXT champion, and Riddle not backing down as they both job for position in this one. Riddle takes full control first with the head and now takes control of the arm, which is something smart because he has quite the technical and submission background. And now Riddle is on the defense of the situation as Roode snaps him down and targets the head. And the reason why I mentioned Riddle's submission offense because we can't forget what just happened at the top of this broadcast. Samoa Joe finally bested Roderick Strong in that submission match. But he has a problem, just like Riddle has a problem right now at this moment in time with Chad Gable of the Rebellion. So the more that he feels like he is closer to ending this group within the WWE, the more members pop up out of nowhere. And speaking of out of nowhere, chest bump right there, and a knee. And that knee to the side of the jaw. With a kick that had him rocked a little bit, but he back to his feet right there. Speaking of Roode, snapped down by Riddle, and now Riddle, he's wrenching at the arm, trying to get into the head of the glorious former NXT champion. We haven't seen Roode in the ring in quite some time. Now he's back in control right there, and the hip takes him down. We haven't seen Roode in the ring that much since his run-in with Sami Callihan last fall, but now he is back in the game, back in this match, trying to get that spot, that coveted spot, because we are running out of spots in the King of the Ring tournament. The same tournament that this year has the likes of Big E Langston, Tommaso Ciampa, Seth Rollins, just to name a few, and now Roode shouts out with the figure four locked in, which is something smart because if he targets the knee of the barefoot weirdo, then he will find a way to get out of this. But weird is good because Riddle found a way to slip out of this one and reverse the pressure. Both men are staggering to their feet. Oh, what a punch! What a showman punch by Matthew Riddle. And a headbutt, a wild headbutt, because this man is a wild one. And now a Proton by Riddle because he knows what is at stake. What a stiff kick to the gut. And and a knee to the side of the jaw. Riddle Oh, and a roundhouse kick. Bobby Roode is rocked at this point. All Matt Riddle has to do is the covering, really. But he wants to inflict more punishment. Oh, he went for something, but Roode had that scouted. Roode, oh, and a neck breaker. Quickly shift the momentum back in his favor. Oh, what a jab. What a jab to the jaw now. Oh, he has him right up. Going into the vertical suplex. Oh, the vertical suplex by Roode. Here's 2. And 3. No, Riddle powers out. Welcome back to Shotgun Saturday Night. We're in the process of a King of the Ring. Oh, we're in the process of a King of the Ring qualifying match, and Roode just hit the double leg spine buster 2 and 3. No. Should have pulled out the Glock. Never mind. Matt Riddle found a way to kick out of that double A spine buster, but he might not kick out of what Roode has in store right here. Kick to the middle. Oh, he's going for the glorious DDT, but Riddle had to scout it, and Riddle with a power bomb. Both men are spent at this point, fighting for that spot in the King of the Ring tournament. There's Riddle. He's letting the world know where he stands right now. He has something in mind as Roode is staggering to his feet. Riddle, oh, and a clobbering blow to the jaw. Oh, Riddle float over into the boot to the side of like he connected with the nose right there. Roode is down and out, and now Riddle at the top with a proton from the top. Smooth to go right into the pin, looking to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. No, only a 2. Riddle at the top. Oh, he was going for another somersault, but Roode got out of the way. And now Roode with a spear. Stopping Matt Riddle's momentum dead in his tracks with that spear. And now Bobby Roode going for what he was going for earlier. Glorious DDT. That's it. Bobby Roode has punched his ticket into the King of the Ring tournament. No. Riddle kicked out at 2. That has brought Bobby Roode various championships in the past, and he can't believe that Matt Riddle found a way to kick out of. Was possibly going for the spine buster, but Riddle had that scouted, going back into the quick transition into the gut buster. Oh, he has him over his shoulders. Bro to sleep into the German. Oh, Riddle, he about to put this one in the bag and smoke it with the Roderick. Roode is out cold, and Matt Riddle has punched his ticket to the King of the Ring tournament. What a win by Matt Riddle. It sucks that Finn Balor had to miss out on his opportunity due to injury, but Matt Riddle got the call, and he now has his opportunity to hang his hat in the ring with the best of them in that tournament. Let's roll back what we saw, because that was an incredible match. Bobby Roode had this one in the bag not 1 but 2 times with the double A spine buster and the glorious DDT, and Riddle even threw caution to the wind with that proton from the top, but Roode found a way to power out of that one. And this is what I'm talking about right here, the glorious DDT, a move that brought Roode various championships in the past, but that wasn't enough. This was the beginning of the end, the bro to sleep, and the German, which followed up by this move. The patented Roderick was enough to put this one away. And with this win for Riddle, we now have 3 more spots in the tournament to fill. And those spots will be filled next week. Congratulations, Matt Riddle. What a win, and what a series of matches thus far. Kassius Ohno still bummed up that he lost his opportunity last week. Hopefully, he can find a way to shake the loss off and bounce back. Problems for the Beatdown Corporation continues as Bronson Reed finally has his wish and he will face Isaiah Swerve Scott inside of a steel cage for the television title. But before we get to tonight's main event, we have to let you know that the quarterfinals in the Women's Global Championship Invitational will continue as 48 hours before her street fight with Dakota Kai. Ember Moon will clash with WWE's newest signee, Frankie Monet. What a match that will be next week on Shotgun Saturday night. And speaking of next week, the final edition of Carnage Before Carnage New Beginnings goes down as we will see Baron Corbin attempt to fill out one of those final spots in the King of the Ring tournament when he faces an opponent yet to be named. Corbin hasn't had the best of luck as of late. This one could go either way as far as luck is concerned. And we heard last Monday that Seth Rollins finally let the order out their leashes as Karrion Kross battles Drew McIntyre in a WWE Joker's Wild rematch, a match that was completely one-sided. Will we see a repeat with a spot in the King of the Ring tournament on the line? We'll find out next week. And this one came out of nowhere, but it's official. Former tag team partners will do battle as Edge battles the man he betrayed at WrestleMania, Randy Orton, in a last man standing match where if Edge wins, he keeps his spot in the King of the Ring tournament. But if he loses, the spot goes to the Viper. What a match that will be. And we talked about the problems for the BDC. Well, before their sole female athlete, Bianca Belair, defends her women's world title against Shayna Baszler, the EST and the Queen of Spades will stand across from the ring one final time. And speaking of final times, we heard from Apollo Crews this past Monday on Carnage. Now we hear from his opponent 7 days for their WWE World Title Showdown as the Rebellion's Aleister Black will deliver one final message to the Diamond as tensions have reached a final fever pitch as we inch closer to Carnage New Beginnings live in Madison Square Garden. That's all next week, but tonight's not over as this is your main event of this broadcast, and it's another match in the Women's Global Championship Invitational. Last week we saw Toni Storm best Mickie James to advance, and now Naomi has a chance to not only do the same, but make her family proud. Let's take a look at what she had to say earlier tonight in regards to her opponent. With the bloodline back in this reinvigorated and focused Naomi, she is determined to not only be no longer overlooked, but no longer underappreciated. When we come back, Naomi steps in the ring and fight for her spot to advance in the Women's Global Championship Invitational. Don't go anywhere because that match is next. Welcome back to Shotgun Saturday Night. Making her way to the ring is the up-and-coming Sky Blue. Here's what she had to say ahead of her match earlier tonight in regards to Naomi. She said this earlier today. Check it out. I haven't had much time to study this young lady, but from what we heard, she's ready to show the world what she can bring to not only this tournament, but to the world in this, your main event of the evening. Last week we saw Toni Storm advance and best Mickie James, who said the future has to go through her, and the future did just that. Oh, we about to get a show of sportsmanship from Naomi. Interesting. Oh, I spoke too soon. A cheap shot by the Queen of Glow. And Sky is not pleased, demanding that the bell ring. The bell just rung, and here we go, the main event. Oh, Sky just overpowered Naomi just like that, saying, yo, you want to cheap shot me? Let's bring it. Another elbow, I call it attempt, and Sky once again overpowers the former two-time Divas champion. She is not taking too kind with that one. And a kick to the jaw, that more so the arm and not the jaw, and a leg drop. Naomi showed no sportsmanship at all like we saw last week between Toni Storm and Mickie James. You already know where her head's at. She's all about unleashing pain, just like her cousin Roman Reigns by marriage, might I add. destroyed Cedric Alexander. We saw what MVP had to say, and that will not go unanswered for. Because whether you're a fan of the BDC or not, you have to understand his position as a businessman. As Naomi is in an interesting position as Sky Blue continues to show up and show out. She knows he's a relative unknown, but she is in this opportunity because Mickie James gave her that opportunity. And now she's about to, I'm about to say she was about to take advantage, but Naomi found a way to roll through it, looking to snatch this one away from Sky Blue, but no, she only got a 2 right there. Oh, and another lariat. We saw what she did last week to Candice LeRae, knocked her off the women's championship rankings. A whole new ranking system went up last week. We were probably about to see a whole new women's ranking system this week, especially if Sky gets a win over Naomi. Oh, what back elbows right there. Naomi, she's nonchalant because she feels like she got this one in the bag, but whether you know little about her or not, you can tell that the heart of Sky is in this. And she's planning again. What a maneuver, as one Vinnie Mac would say. Look at the leg, looking to advance in the Women's Global Championship Invitational, but only a 2 right there. The winner of this match will face Toni Storm, who is more than likely watching this match unfold, studying both of these 2 women because she faces the winner. Oh, what a super kick by Blue. This might be it right here. 2, Sky Blue to advance, only a 2. What a show we've seen thus far. Oh, Sky about to throw caution to the wind, heading to the top. Sky went for the elbow, but no water in the pool right there. Naomi, the kick to it, got her down to her knee. And she spiked her. Naomi is done playing around. She glanced back at Tamina, who is more like a proud big sister. Oh, what a shot to the spine. And now she has her up into an arm track. You're a Nagi. I don't know what to call it. We're going to call it what I just called it right now, as Naomi, she feels she got this one in the bag, because Sky has not moved since that Uranagi. And now, she has her right where she wants us, roll through, switching it up. I thought she would go for the pin, but she switched it up into the Fear of the Glow. The Fear of the Glow is locked in. Sky's trying to stay in this fight. She's trying to win, but no, she taps. Naomi advances in the Women's Global Championship Invitational. What a showing by Sky, but this night belongs to that woman, the Queen of Glow. The new theme song says you can't take your eyes off her, and you might be right, because this new reinvigorated Naomi wants to win that 3rd title, the Women's Global Championship. And you can't take anything away from Sky, but she met her match and then some by Naomi. But nevertheless, wherever he is, Roman Reigns has to be proud of his extended family showing tonight. But the fact remains, Naomi had one goal in mind, and that was win and demonstrate that no one is overlooking her again as she punches her ticket to the semifinals, where she will meet Toni Storm, who had a great showing last week with Mickie James to secure her spot. Sky saying she come in peace. We will get a show of sportsmanship when the match is all said and done. Oh, and a super kick by Tamina. I guess that answers my question in regards to showing sportsmanship, but this is the new MO for Naomi and family, because the bloodline is all about success and nothing more or nothing less. Will Naomi prove that to be a fact and go all the way to the finals and win when it comes to this Global Championship Invitational? Good night, everybody, from Miami. If you made it to this point in the video, I would like to shout out my Patreon backers. Without you guys, I would not be where I am today. Thank you.